Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, kid, the idiot Dave Koco from DAVKOCO.com, and we stream every day at twitch.tv/KocoSports. This is a review of my thoughts of All Together, where New Japan, All Japan, and Noah all get to come together again to put on one heck of a show. This is really late, but the reason why, I have a good reason. It was Bear Friend's birthday, so down in the comments, everyone say, happy birthday, Bear Friend. I spent a little time with my wife, got some cool new shades. Bam! I can't read them with on, but I got to show. I got to rock. Bam! If I could see with these, I definitely would. I'd rock these, but I am a blind son of a goose. Where'd you go? Welcome back. All right, as always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. I think it was a huge win. There was some good, there was some bad, there was some indifferent, but let's break it down as best we can. This ain't going to be a full review, more of my opinion. The very ending was great. I even got emotional with Inoki's grandkids being out there, all three of them having different types of sayings for their company and different attitudes towards it. Where New Japan fans are the king of sports, we are going to take Japanese worldwide. Noah is kind of more of an edgy attitude. We weren't given anything, we're going to take it. And All Japan, All Japan's attitude got me right in the feels. All Japan basically is like, we lost everything, we're back, all we need is the faithful. And I was like, oh God, look at this. All Japan always be sending me posters all the time. I go to restaurants, All Japan supports us. I mean, there's just tons of autographed posters here. Boom, boom. And this is just what I got recently. But I go to a restaurant in Yokohama, All Japan, and they always just give me tons of stuff. I feel bad because in the late 9,000s, I'm a time traveler. The late 90s and early 2000s I loved All Japan. Like, a lot of people don't realize, especially newer fans, All Japan was the king of sports. Then New Japan came along. Then Noah came along. And now we got all three mixed up all over the place. So, yeah, when they were like, all we're missing is the faithful, I'm like, good. Son of a goose. I was once the faithful and walked away. That's the thing. Kevin Kelly said something about tribalism. Ironically, I think he got yelled at and had to change his commentary halfway through. I don't know. Maybe just realized he was being a fucking smack ass. I don't really know. Kevin Kelly was all over the place. He went from bad to worse to good. He was all over the place on All Together. When it comes to Cyber Fight and All Japan and, well, Noah is Cyber Fight, but I wouldn't ever work with New Japan again if that's the commentary. How many times did they say Wrestle Universe? How can you watch All Japan? I understand that New Japan is the king and it's theirs, but it gets to a point where, like, you're a fucking idiot for showing up. Did they mention Wrestle Universe once? Maybe it was just me. But overall, Kevin Kelly started off shady as fuck. And then at the end, he's like, there's no tribalism here. It's like, all right, buddy. All right, buddy. We love you. Yeah, so the ending with Inoki, that got me emotional. If you have the energy, you can make it happen. Or something along those lines. I apologize. I'm paraphrasing. But yeah. Overall, I feel like Japan is back. I think it did pretty well. And I think, unlike the Noah in the last couple shows, the Noah Dome show and the last couple cross-ins, this one seemed to be more fair. They teased it not being fair, but then they later changed it, so I was kind of happy about it. But yeah, if you're going to have a show all together, just make sure that all the shows are represented. Make sure all the shows are there. Yeah, so I enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting to. And one more thing. I probably will never buy a pay-per-view in Tokyo on New Japan Network again. That service was horrible. And on top of it being horrible, the price was just a little bit under being there live. I felt like I was a sucker for buying this pay-per-view instead of going live. You have to do New Japan, which is about 999 yen. Then you had to pay another $30 on top of that the service was way worse than any of just the $9.99 stuff. And then on top of that, it's like it wasn't that much to get into the building. So I felt like a fucking sucker for paying. But yeah, there you go. And yeah, so overall, match is pretty decent. Shows were pretty good. Feel good moments at the end were ridiculously feel good. And I hope they do this again, but they're just more fair. Because it gets to the point where, like, if you're Noah or All Japan, you're fucking insane for keep doing this. Unless New Japan, you owe them tons of money, it's borderline stupid to do this shit. Borderline stupid. Let's check on Noah's attendance. 30,000? How was the next oh, whoa. Okay. But yeah, overall, enjoyed it. I do got one more dig at Kevin Kelly because it cracks me up. Kevin Kelly. A lot of my friends went. That's the pro wrestling Noah side. Where was the New Japan side? Propaganda, that's how it works. Propaganda, that's how it works. Propaganda, that's how it works. All right, straight ahead was the Noah section. To the left was the Noah section. To the right was the Noah section. Behind us was the Noah section. Don't worry, they're there somewhere. And then why was there LIJ fans in the Noah section? Propaganda, that's how it works. Propaganda, that's how it works. LIJ and Congo are crazy over. You can get that out of the way. And also, something else that I noticed. LIJ crazy over. Naito crazy over. Congo crazy over. And I also noticed this. If you work for multiple companies, Japan really loves that. You know, there was guys that worked for multiple companies that got the biggest pops of the night. So I found that to be very interesting. And also, All Japan probably benefited the most from this because I was like, oh my God, I feel so guilty I stopped watching All Japan. I got to get back into it. All right, let's read the results. Reading this off, tpww.net. Pre-show, Noah loses. And then Chaos defeats Noah. Noah starts off 0-2. If you think the whatever's left of the We Are Noah movement wasn't fucking punching themselves in the fucking dick, it's like, wow. Yeah. Bold strategy, but it bends in later. So, TMDK versus Sean Legacy and Chris Ridgway defeated TMDK via... I'm sorry. That's a weird way of fucking writing it. So this is how they wrote it. TMDK versus Sean Legacy and Chris Ridgway defeated TMDK. I don't think you need that verse, buddy. I think you done fucking goofed. Now I goofed. That's what you get. All right. So there you go. Overall, fun little thing. And it was nice because, holy shit, everyone was fucking losing their mind, joking. Oh, I didn't know Noah was allowed to win at these things. Like, oh, pardon me. So that ends, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8+ wins in a row for New Japan. Shota defeats Yoshitatsu. Jesus Christ, Kevin Kelly. Did Yoshitatsu fucking slap your wife? Holy God. Overall, really enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Yoshitatsu, one of the nicest human beings on planet Earth. Shoto gets the win. I was really worried about this, but Axis defeats Omori and Kojima. Kojima was Noah's champion and is a big part of Noah, so guys that worked in both were really celebrated, and Kojima was really celebrated. All right, Strong Style defeats Marufuji, Segura, Miyawa, and Loco. I didn't know much about that. United Empire defeated Saito's, Honda, Sato, and Tamura. This is All Japan. I didn't know much about these guys. I look forward to it. The giant fucking brothers outside to the ring. I'm kind of interested to see if they can go or not. United Empire cut a pretty good promo. I like the idea that the factions are getting bigger than the companies. And I thought it was good that United Empire is like, fucking Noah scrubs, All Japan scrubs, and commoners, whatever the fuck they called them. And they even said New Japan. The only ones that matter is United Empire. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of a cool, nice little twist. Anaze Suwarama and Nagata. Nagata is champion plus New Japan plus work all over the place. So Nagata gets a huge pop. Defeats LIJ. LIJ is crazy fucking over, dude, in Japan. It's insane how good. Good looking guys defeat just 5 guys. They're really, and I'm going to make a video on this, they're really going out of their way to change the view on Lee. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. Good looking guys. Beat 5 guys. And then on top of that, dude. I'm just saying, Lee, if you're going to steal something from me, at least, no, there was something that I jokingly did to Lee, and then Lee did to Sonata, and I just thought it was amazing. I thought it was like, oh my God, that's so good. But yeah, overall, protected both champs, teased both champs, and they had a guy go for, so everyone was protected. God forbid we protect one of the companies so they can keep making a living, right? Ghetto, you fucker. You did a lot better this time, Ghetto. I'm not going to lie to you, buddy. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. And then you got the cruisers, Amakusa, Aogi, Takahashi, and Hayata, Rising Hayata. I'm sorry, I messed up. I apologize. Amakusa, Aogi, and Takahashi defeat Hayata, Rising Hayata, and Master Wato. Overall, I enjoyed this, and I like the fact that the semi-main and the main were mixed, so that, you know, everyone gets a push, everyone gets that, you know, all together moving forward instead of one company. Eight in a row? Jesus fucking Christ. I did a little puppy that's like, oh, Noah's allowed to win? I didn't fucking know that. Main event, you got Okada, Kena, and Naogi defeat Kiyomiya, Miyahara, and Tanahashi. I'm looking forward to see more of this. How they're booking Kiyomiya really scares me, and also the reactions that he's getting on English Twitter is scaring me, because it's like, oh, this storyline. I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little worried about it because you see these young guys get absolutely crushed, and you're like, oh, okay, we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it'll tell a good story. He is going to G1. I think Kiyomiya is a great talent. I think he's absolutely amazing, and I just hope that he isn't known as the guy that got squashed by Okada, you know, because 30,000, I don't know. Can't let it go, boys. Can't let it go. It was probably the biggest fucking mistake in Japan history without a crime or a murder or someone dying. Okada and Kena were absolutely fantastic and amazing with their character work. All Japan had to be nothing but interested in what they're going to do. Kiyomiya looked weak again because hopefully they have something for him, because you know what I'm feeling? This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling disappointment, and I'm feeling everyone saying give it time. But here's the problem with the give it time guys. If it fails, they never mention it. It's kind of like a Shield. They're like, psh, give it time. Okay, it didn't work out. Give it time. The guy's actually unemployed and has no fucking job. Give it time. Actually, the economy fucking crumbled because of this decision, and human beings now have to move it to Mars. Give it time. Oh, humans couldn't make it on Mars. We're all dead. Give it time. And who knows? Because the people that are like, oh man, this fucking sucks for Kiyomiya, if it does give it time, everyone else is like, yeah, all right, I was wrong. That feels great. But the give it time guys, they don't ever have to say, they get to say, I told you so, or give it time. And then they're like, oh, well, you know, it didn't work out. Give it time. It's like, all right. So hopefully if we give it time, it'll turn around. But overall, the last speeches were amazing. I got emotional, and I'm hoping that all 3 companies grow from here. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to give your opinions. And with that, Much love. We are KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the mean streets of Yokohama. With that, I say with that a lot. I am over. Hey,